I think we also have to give a happy birthday to our friends over at rDrama, of whom we have many, I think, many shared posters, fun-loving folks of various diverse backgrounds who come over to shitpost. In fact, I think real drama. Yeah, it is in the Maddie thread. I'll find it. The real drama. I think he is one of them too. I think he's a. I've called him the rDrama correspondent for the man at the internet. So to celebrate 4 years of independence from Reddit, rDrama users went to the statue. This is a real statue. This is like a 9,000-pound brass statue of a black queen that just sits out in front of Times Square. In kind of the same way that if you go to Serbia, you'll see kings on horses with giant horse sheaths underneath them. In the same way that if you go to Ukraine, you'll see statues to the Kazakh kings that settled the land. In the same way that you'll see statues to Washington in the district, you now see this black queen who rules over you, who works for the IRS. She represents the black women, the 63% of all college-educated black women who work directly for the federal government. 63% of all college degree holding black women work for the federal fucking government, effectively meaning that the federal government is a subsidization of black women across the country. Every dollar given to black women, 63 cents of those go to federal employees. She works for the IRS. She works for the TSA. If you call the IRS and ask about the status of your nonprofit and corporation tax exempt status, then you're talking to her. If you're going through the TSA and you're getting your beehole diddled, you're being diddled by her. When forensics is going through your house with the Department of Homeland Security, you are being investigated by her. When you're at the DMV, you're waiting on her. That's who rules over you. So obviously, rDrama decided to pay pilgrimage and put a sign for rDrama on her to show respect, in the same way that we give coins to fountains and so on. Let's see. Oh, Chiobu, by the way, he celebrated the 4th year of rDrama in a Sri Lankan hospital. Apparently, he had a heart condition, and he was required to go to a facility. I guess for whatever reason, he decided to visit Sri Lanka. If you don't know what Sri Lanka is that shitty little island off the southeast coast of India. Like, you might think that shitty little island is actually India itself. It is not. It used to be ruled by the Tamil kings, and for some reason was never considered a part of India. When I lived in Ukraine, for whatever reason, there were decorative plates of different countries on the wall in my apartment in Ukraine that were there because it was a furnished apartment when I got there. And one of them was to Sri Lanka. However, it was called Cylyon, I think, Cylyon or some shit like that. And it was called the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. So this rDrama explorer, conquistador, was on the island of Ceylon, and Ceylon, enjoying the pearl of the Indian Ocean. And then his heart gave out because the natural beauty of that island took his breath away and stopped his heart. And okay, look, if he had died in the country of Sri Lanka, then at the very least, he would die under one of the coolest flags in the entire world. One of the nicest flags, a composite of the 3 Tamil kings, if I remember correctly. Kind of reminds me of the flag of Venice, which is also an incredible flag. Yeah, see, someone brought up the flag before I did. That's how you know. That's how you know it's a good flag. So good job not dying, Siobu, because he's a good pooster. I like him. We got George Floyd Marzi. Got some stickers for rDrama.net. rDrama.net, 0 days without having to look 0 days without having to look at an obese black woman. Oh man. If only we were so lucky to have that increment up to 1 day. Oh, he put up the George Floyd Marzi on this booth. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's in Spanish, despite being in New York City. You know how much I despise Spanish, how much I hate the Spanish language, how much I hate everybody who speaks Spanish. There is one thing that actually makes me have a psychotic mental break in the middle of a Walmart, is when I look at a product and I'm inspecting it and I'm looking at its labels and I see the sentence hecho in chino. When I say hecho en chino, I know that is the perfect summation of the decline of this wonderful country and everything that our forefathers fought and bled for. Hecho en chino. Like, I don't want to hear about no hecho and no chino, okay? Actually sickening. I can't believe it's like what you see. It's just in Spanish, like we're in Mexico. It should be banned. Nothing should be written in Spanish in this country. Pague con metro con solamente compra aquí a boleto antes sabía autobus. Don't give a didn't ask. If you can't read, get ticket here. If you can't look at the sign and figure out that you buy a ticket here, you're walking, bitch. You're walking down the street. There shouldn't be anybody helping you. There shouldn't be any translations, any select your language, any other sign, any other language. If you can't figure out that this means get your ticket here, this icon underneath the George Floyd Marzi, your ass should be walking, bro. Don't move to California. No, trust me, bro. I'm not moving to California. This is New York City. This is as far away from Mexico as you can possibly get. There should be a hard barrier from the Rio Grande up to the southern border of Oregon. There is no excuse. If you it's the new Donna Dixie line, all right? If you cross the Mexico line from the southern tip of the Pacific coast on the Oregon border all the way down to the easternmost part of Texas, if you cross that line and you see Spanish, whoever put that sign up, guilty of treason, should be on site by police for like how if you saw somebody walking around with a bomb, the police should be. If you're holding a sign that's in Spanish over that line, you just get shot. You just get dropped on the spot. Worse to me than people speaking Russian. I mean, at least in Alaska, that used to be Russia. There was no part of the United States has ever been Mexican, no matter what anybody has to say about that shit. I don't give a fuck if there's a place literally called New Mexico. We're renaming it. It's no longer New Mexico, okay? We're calling it some shit else. We're calling it the Gem State or something. Gemtopia. Apparently that's what you do down there in New Mexico and Arizona is you have rocks. We'll call it Shiny Rock State or some shit. New America. That's right. Cristoforo Colombo. And then you put a little Marzi next to Columbus. That's nice. Pay respects to our greats, the big fat black obese and Christopher Columbus.